courage, the ability to stand up in the face of fear and to be strong and be courageous. Another way of looking at fear in a positive way is that it gives birth to courage. Welcome to When the Moment Chooses You. I am your host, Coach Charlene, and welcome today. I am going to do another solo video for you episode, and I am going to pick back up of the episode that I started about aligning to your why. But this time, I wanted to talk a little bit about persistence, because your destiny demands diligence. And one of the key factors that was prevalent in my life and continues to be prevalent is persistence. The ability to keep moving in the midst of all of the challenges, all of life events, to keep pursuing your dream or your goal or whatever it is that you're doing. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. I'd like to start out with the definition. The definition that I got from Merriam's dictionary is to continue steadfastly or firmly in some state, purpose, course of action, or like, especially in spite of opposition. It's also to be insistent in a statement, request, or question, to last, to endure, tenaciously. And so persistence gives you that ability to keep moving in the midst of all of the challenges that you are facing. On my last episode, I talked about the 3 pearls of wisdom that I gave you was really paying attention to the unrest that you're having, getting to know you, the true, authentic you, and then making a commitment to become that you discovered while you were doing those self-reflective opportunities or questions. And so now, once I know who I am and I have to make a commitment to it, it's going to take persistence. Okay, because remember, toward the end there, I talked about that quote of maybe the journey isn't so much about becoming, but about unbecoming everything that's not like you, so that you can become who you were destined to be in the first way. And that was by Pablo Coelho, I believe his name is. And so that is an unraveling of what's not you, so that you can become who you were destined to be. And so with persistence, though, to be able to continue steadfastly in the midst of the challenges, that's not an easy feat. It really isn't. I think I shared with you last time about Full Steam Ahead. And Kent Blanchard, he gives us a clue, the type of tenacity that we have to have when we're trying to achieve whatever your goal is, your dream, your business, whatever you're going to do that means anything of value to you. You're going to have persistence. And so he defines full steam ahead as being so clear about your purpose, so committed to it, and so sure about your ability to accomplish it that you move ahead decisively despite any obstacles. I mean, that is a mouthful. So being so clear about your purpose, see, that's why I kind of tapped into that. You have to know what you want in the last episode. You have to know who you are, and you have to know what you want. Otherwise, you're just going to be going around in circles. That's like a cyclical frustration, because you don't really know where you're going. If you don't have a picture, a vision of where you're going, then how are you going to get there? So you have to have a vision for your life of where you're headed and where you're going and what you are trying to accomplish. Now, one thing about when you find out who you are, there's going to be obstacles. I mean, when you decide to be somebody or do something, I mean, literally everything is going to seem like it's going to get in your way, honestly. But quite honestly, there is no resistance if you're not moving. So if you're not having any resistance right now, you may not be doing anything. I'm just saying. But honestly, the resistance is there because you're trying to do something for your life or for your family's life or for your team's life, whatever that is for you. You're trying to do something, so there's resistance there. And you know what? It's not really a matter of whether we're going to be true to the vision that we see or not in the midst of the trials. The key is, can you stick to it in the midst of all of the challenges? And that's why we need persistence. Persistence is so key. So my 3 wisdom gems for this particular episode is just going to be some key words that I attach to persistence. And one of them is faithfulness. I mean, really, that's the essence of God's nature. It's faithfulness, to be true to what he said that I was going to be created to do. It's to be true to your vision of who you see yourself as, or your dream of what you got on the inside of you, the dream that you saw, while you were dreaming, while you were daydreaming. Is to be true to that. Can you still be true to that? Can you be committed to it? Can you still remain faithful to it when it looks like it's not going to happen? It's not going to work. That's the key. Can you be faithful when nothing is lining up with what you want to do? That's one of the keys of persistence, being faithful. The other one is steadfast, to stand fast or steady in the face of resistance, to push forward, to push through. Opposition strengthens your resolve. So when you start having challenging challenges, it is strengthening your resolve. I know you don't want to hear that and you're tired of going through situations, but really, when we get opposition, it strengthens us, it sharpens us, it makes us be better. And so that was the second one. And then the third one is courage, the ability to stand up in the face of fear and to be strong and be courageous. Another way of looking at fear in a positive way is that it gives birth to courage. It gives birth to courage. When I feel fear coming because it's a normal thing that happens, I don't use it to make me stop. I use it to make me lean in even more so that I can see either I don't have any information that I need, or I've gone out too far and I need a little bit more research and development on the thing, whatever it is. But it births courage in you when fear comes. If you can stand in the midst of the challenge, in the face of the opposition, in the face of the no that you're getting from the loan company, or no one else believing in your dream, it takes courage to be able to stand and to continue to do the things that's in your heart to do. I don't care if you're afraid. If you're afraid, still keep moving. Do it anyway. And then I want you to let every opposition strengthen you rather than stop you. That's the bottom line with being steadfast. Let it strengthen you and not stop you, because somebody really needs what you have on the inside of you, that dream that you're trying to manifest, the book that you're getting ready to publish, the song that you're going to sing, the business that you're going to start, whatever that is. Someone needs what you have. And so I encourage you to let that opposition strengthen you rather than to stop you. Now, persistence is the desire to withstand every opposition. You will need persistence as you continue to follow your dreams, follow your heart. And one other thing I want to tell you before I end this particular segment, and that is that dream in your heart must be larger than the circumstances and the challenges and the opposition that have come against your dream. So the dream in your heart needs to be bigger than the opposition that you're facing. And you need to be able to see it bigger than the challenges that you face. And so very, very important for you as you climb those mountains and you dip down into those valleys, those challenging times. You have to be able to see beyond your eyes. Your vision will be tested for its authenticity. You have to be able to see it before it actually manifests on the outside. So don't look with your natural eyes. See with your eyes of vision, that dream that was once inserted into your heart. You have to be able to hold on to that dream. You have to be able to stick to itiveness, to have that stick to itiveness, to say that, you know what, I know that this is what I'm supposed to do, and I'm going to grip onto this until I see it come to pass. If it's a book, until I see it in my hands and that I've gotten it published. It's if it's a business, until you see the business where you know that you can see it. And see, that's what persistence means, that I'm going to keep on going in the midst of the battle. You know, I like to talk about one of my mentors, Al Hollingsworth, and he designed, I mean, over 30 something years ago, a youth leadership program called Boss the Movement, building on spiritual substance. And so in Boss the Movement, it teaches the youth ages 3 up to 18 of how to birth their dream. And they use business principles, motivation, and leadership in order to get that content into the children. And I was just thinking about what he told us. And he said that your dream in your heart definitely has to be bigger than the challenges that you're facing around you. And I remember hearing that, and I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter what's going on around me. What matters is that, can I still see my dream? Can I still see it with my eyes of vision? Because that's really what vision is. Vision is the ability to see beyond your eyes, right? Not what is, but what can be. And so another encouraging piece of advice that I heard from Dr. Miles Monroe. He was in a dark season, and he was being mentored by Corrie ten Boom. And she spoke to him, you have to believe in the dark what he showed you in the light. And so I'm encouraging someone today to believe in the dark what he showed you in the light. You got the dream, you were elated, you're excited about it, you saw it when things were going well. But now challenges have come and you're not feeling as energetic, as passionate. But I want you to keep on believing, just like you believed when you first got the dream, when you first got the idea that you were going to write a book, or you're going to do a blog, or you're going to start a business, or whatever it is. I encourage you to believe in the dark what he showed you in the light. Your desire to do whatever that is that you want to do, to dream as big as you want to dream. I want you to be able to do that in the midst of the challenges. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining, and I'm excited to be a part. I wanted to just pause and just with deep gratitude say thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of my audience. This has been a dream. You guys, I started this almost a year ago. It's July. The first week of July will be 1 whole year. And I am super excited about what's to come. Now, can I just be honest with you? I wanted to quit so many times because doing this on the side, just as a heart project, has been quite challenging, but also rewarding at the same time. So it has been such a movement of inspiration and purpose that I absolutely love every heartbeat that I spend with each and every person that comes on the show. So I would love for you to continue to engage with me. Share the podcast with people that you think need to hear this type of information. I really, one of the things that I know about myself is that I love to inspire other people. I love to transform myself, and I love to be a part of systems to transform those systems that I'm a part of. Because when I can be my true, authentic self, then transformation will occur. And that's something that I know about myself. So as you learn about yourself, continue to grow in whatever it is that you have been designed and crafted to do. And thank you so much for being a part of my audience. Please share, go to YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate it. I am excited about the future. If you have a compelling story that you would love to be on the podcast, please go ahead and email me. I'll actually put the form that you can fill out down in my comments. And so I will talk to you on the next episode. And remember, I always would love to ask you this question. What will you do when that moment chooses you? Have a great day.